What is this on my car? Let's see what this means. Let's go, guys. 5.8.78905. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hugo and this is my EV ownership diaries. I do publish here a lot of videos about my transition from a nice car to an EV, mainly with my XPeng G6. And today I am here to show you the new OTA that is just coming out to everybody that sign in. So this is not anymore a beta, so this doesn't have any more the NDA or not allowing us to share anything, and that is why I also sign in for this one. I was not able to sign in on the Portuguese information that we received over the message, so I did got on the XPeng app an information that there was early access option to sign in, and when I tried to do that, it failed. It said that it was already full. But after a couple of days on the global, I have my app on the global settings, we received an event there and I was able to sign in, and it seems that I got the OTA, and I will now install it, update my car, and I will show you everything. But first, let's just show what is included on this 5.8.78905. Again, this is just an early access for this new OTA that it will be probably released to the public in the next weeks. Let me show you what is included. So here it is, assisted driving, 2 items. So basically we have here adaptive cruise control and lane centering control, ACC and LCC. It has 3 enhancements. So basically it says that optimizes ACC and LCC to reduce unwanted deceleration for a smoother and more fluid driving experience. Then it has improved the car following performance of ACC and LCC, making it more seamless and natural. And finally, it has here refines LCC to reduce micro steering adjustments on straight roads for a more stable and comfort drive. And then it has here activation of auto lane change, ALC, for North African only. So I will not read this one. Then we have here for the smart cabin, here also 2 items that says third-party app optimization. So Disney Plus app optimization, improve the stability and performance of Disney Plus app, resolving occasional issues such as app freezes and audio dropouts. So this is only for Europe. And then we have mic-free karaoke, so caravan optimization, upgraded audio quality for caravan, delivering a more immersive in-cabin karaoke experience. And finally, we have here enhanced driving riding experience, so longer AC run time, so enhancements, XPeng app remote refresh, optimization, extended runtime of remote refresh on XPeng app to 60 minutes. And then finally, we have here greater charging experience, so motor control optimization, ensures vehicle controllability in the event of resolver sensor failure, preventing related anomalies. I don't even understand what this means. Then finally, we have some more bugs and fixes. So basically, fixes an issue where WhatsApp messages could interfere with the built-in navigation after Android Auto was connected. So this was one of the issues that I found when I was test driving the G9, especially I think it was only on the G9 with Android Auto. Then it fixed also an issue where the navigation logo was displayed incorrectly on XDock. Okay, I had that problem many times, you probably saw in many videos. Enhancement also here, radio icon is now available for XDock customization. Improved system stability in specific scenarios, reducing issues such as lag, system boot up screen freezes, black screens, voice assistant failures, unexpected reboots, and OTA update failures. Higher stability of CarPlay and Android Auto. Improved Hebrew UE language display for better readability. Refines how data usage is tracked and displayed, giving you clearer insights and control over your entertainment traffic. Vehicle data uploads in after-sales scenarios are now more efficient, enabling faster and more accurate problem analysis. Okay. We have discontinued the second-by-second data upload. and introduced a new on-demand upload feature which stores data locally on the vehicle MMC storage first. Please note no personal information is included in any upload data. Fixed an issue where the center area of the driver's display failed to automatically adapt to system day-night mode. Improves how the desktop navigation bar works and how its icon looks for a more intuitive experience. Further improvements overall system stability. Improved OTA download speed over Wi-Fi. Fixed an issue preventing the rear left door from being opened via the interior switch when double tap to open was enabled, and resolved connectivity issues that occurred during roaming on specific carrier networks. So this is it, okay? I will now update and will give you all the details. So let's click on update now. And it's rebooting now after the installation.
Update successful. Welcome to experience the new version.
Very good. So it says here, system updated successfully. Welcome to the new version 5.8.7 It's connecting already. Whoa! Sorry, guys. And it's updated. This is the animation after the update. System updated successfully, and then of course we can go and check again the release notes that we have already saw. So I will do my tests. I will test all these features, especially the ACC and LCC, that I believe that in my car, at least, it's what I will try to check if there is a big difference or not. So I do hope that all the beta testers did provide a lot of information so that this now early access is already in a state that we will feel the difference. So I will do my trips. I will test ACC and LCC as I usually do, in the same highway that I usually do, to see if there is any improvement in the turns, in the stability, how ACC is following the cars in front. All of that I will test. I will show you everything in the next weeks while I am testing this OTA. Let me know on the comments what you are feeling after installing it, if you are testing it, and what you feel about this 5.8.78905 update that is now coming on early access and probably next week's to full public release. So guys, thank you very much again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.